we're we're all set for the most part. I think I got everything still set up the same from last time. I think. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So that's still there. And yeah, screw it. We're all set. Brian, you set. I'm
I'm
set.
here. Yeah.
And you know what? I fixed it to now. No matter if I hit the transition button or cut button, it does a cut. So yeah, welcome everybody to the Anime-Versal Reviews podcast here on the Genreverse podcast network, part of the LRM Online family. If you're not subscribed already, please do hit the button. Help us out. If you're listening on your favorite podcast app, wherever you get those from, thank you. Follow us. Check out LRMonline.com every day for all of your entertainment news, needs, and opinions. I'm Kyle Malone at that Kyle Malone on Twitter, joined by Brian Brantley, does PulpMythos on YouTube, and yeah, we're back. Very short turnaround from our last episode discussing Mushoku Tensei, but we're here to talk about Spy Family. But before we do Spy Family, Brian, I have to know: did you see the Suzume trailer?
Yeah.
Dude, what did you think? I mean, there's no words. There's just two human beings that you see, but dude, man, that hit hard for me.
I mean, it's an automatic, immediate watch.
Shinkai Makoto Shinkai has just, man, he's been killing it. Shut up, you. He's been killing it, and while Bell was a little bit more divisive amongst our group of reviewers here at AVR, Hosoda, we can definitely say that his movies have had more variation. I know you haven't seen all of Shinkai's past movies, but you saw Your Name and Weathering with You, and neither one of those was down from the other. Realistically, I mean, sure, Your Name's got some things that are better, but I actually think art-wise and music-wise, I think Weathering topped out Your Name on those. But that's like, I've made the joke before. It's like comparing, orgasms. You still had one, right? even the worst one. No, but these are all good. What'd you think of the look of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's it looks good. I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
I didn't the date though. I didn't.
November 11th. November 11th, and it's that's the Japanese date, but there's a good chance, and I realize our moving background isn't moving, Brian. Damn it, Kyle. Way to go, failure. With Shinkai's movies, I'm kind of hoping that we'll get it sooner.
Yeah. But
then again, Bell was supposed to be a big deal as well, but the pandemic was still in pretty big swing, and I don't know. I'm holding out hopes. So Comics Wave. If you guys are listening, we'll take the what is it called?
Screener.
Not screener. I kept wanting to say screamer and streamer, and I was like, nope, two different things. Anyways, guys, Spy Family is the show that we have picked for our spring review, and lo and behold, dude, this is going to get two cores.
Yeah.
We are on for the next like 12 to 13 weeks, and then we'll be back in the fall with some more Spy Family, unless it just all falls apart. Initial reactions to Spy Family, Brian. What do you think of the first episode at a glance?
I liked it. It's actually more serious than I thought it was going to be. In a good way, mm-hmm. There's some little jokes here and there, but no, there's people get shot. It's a spy story. There's a lot of cool elements to it like that. So Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Both Christine and I were really big into it. Of course, there's a lot of cuteness to it, but like you said, it gets serious. It gets dark, and even the funny stuff has a bit of an edge to it. Little Anya being excited for a pistol with a silencer is is hilarious.
Yeah.
Her talking about her bomby bombs and things like that. Really cool. But the story in this is actually both really cool and layered, but also kind of ridiculous because you got things like they mention a Cold War and an information war, which are historical, and anime does that quite often, playing with those aspects in a story. But then you got this whole thing with this current mission and this one target for the other country, the East, if as they're called, well, the far right political party of the East. But a toupee. They're after a politician's toupee to say, look, he's a liar, and therefore he can't be trusted. I found that both hilarious, but I'm also wondering if it's like a jab at politics. You know what I'm saying? What'd you think of the story premise, man? What they set up for us, this world?
I thought it, I love that they spent a few moments in the beginning. See, I wasn't clear based on the trailers. I thought they were a family. Like, I didn't realize that, no, this is an agent.
Oh, yeah. They get put together.
They get assembled. And I wasn't clear on that. And so I was like, okay, this agent is really good at what he does. And now he's been given a task that involves having to get a family. Little does he know, the first member of this, there's more about her than he realizes. And I think that's going to have a dark path just based on the little teases to it. But yeah, like I said, I was having a good time with it.
Kind of switching gears and to chit chat a bit about the characters themselves. We learn later on in the episode that our main spy, currently going by Lloyd Forger, Twilight agent, yeah. Twilight. He's a war orphan from what I'm guessing is their World War I or II.
That was the vibe I got. Yeah.
And his whole thing is he doesn't want any other kids to ever go through what he had to. A real, altruistic type goal, a real noble goal. And then I like how that connects to Anya herself, who we get, a flashback that she's got a power also originally designed to help save the world. Interesting kind of thing to do, man. Like I said, the show's already gotten some additional layers to it. What's your feels of Twilight so far?
One thing that I appreciated, and they did it, I think they handled it very well, was her intelligence level. Because okay, yeah, she has this ability, she's working with him, but she's still a kid, so there are certain things she just doesn't get or doesn't quite understand it as a kid. She views it like a kid would. And I think they balance that well. She's not like just some super like, oh, she knows everything, or she's able to communicate with adults like an adult would. It's like, no, she's a child, and certain things she doesn't get. And I thought they did that very well. So absolutely.
With her character, it was interesting to see her listening to Twilight's mind and using it to her advantage, well, like you said, as a kid would, telling him all the things that he wants to hear. Her getting into trouble, getting into the spy gear, sending out a message, teasing the other spies. I'm guessing we're supposed to I assume, but I'm guessing they expect the whole audience to say, look, she's a big fan of the spy cartoons, so she's gonna know some lingo to at least talk smack. So I actually like that part of it. She's not annoying at all, and the little her trying to escape the second second time he goes out after adopting her was hilarious.
Yeah, that stuff was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you thinking about her past, man? Her dark past going on.
I'm assuming there's probably more than one
Mm-hmm.
that was involved in that, and they gave a quick explanation to her what the purpose of it was, but there may be more to it than that. So I sort of Weapon X type situation. So it's going to be interesting to see what exactly they were doing, who all they did it to, what was the goal. How did, is there others out there that are aligned with some political faction or something?
Could be. I'm wondering if we're gonna see any additional
Types
countries
of abilities
get involved.
Oh.
Well, not just that. That's a real possibility, but with that, could there be like, the Americans have their own super soldier or secret weapon, or this version of the Americans, or the Russians, or I think that's who they're kind of. I don't know. I'm debating on whether or not. Now I'm feeling West Berlin, East Berlin. I'm feeling 1940, late 40s, early 50s Cold War. That's what I'm feeling. Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah, that was that's what I was feeling.
So yeah, we don't really get to meet any like in-depth characters. There's a bad guy there, the one that wants to expose the toupee, and there's Twilight's handler, I believe, or at least one of his go-to like a handler. I think that's probably the best word to use for him. Funny character. I saw in the preview he's going to do a little costuming in drag himself, and I don't even know if that's the appropriate word for what he's doing in these political days, but whatever. I'm excited to see the wife, of course, the assassin. But it seems like a completely open book for characters.
Yeah, like you said, we get a decent understanding of the two leads so far.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as all the other details, not a whole lot. We know, based on the previews, the promotional material, obviously the third main character is coming in next week, and so we'll see how that goes.
Super stoked. Well, let's go ahead and take a word from our sponsors. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about the action, and we'll wrap up the review. So it would have helped if I had it already ready. Anyways, Grow
Generation, where the pros go to grow. The Grow Generation commercial team is armed with industry-leading professional consultants. Grow Generation's team will help you fully manage any size or scale project. They offer turnkey facility designs, cultivation room design, and on-site project consultation. Go to www.growgeneration.com, where the pros go to grow.
All right, thank you guys so much for sponsoring the episode as usual. Brian, this season is stacked. Let me tell you, Christine and I have 6 shows right now that we are watching in spring. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. And a few of them have really good animations. Some of them have really like animations, just what you expect. But this show did something that I thought was really cool, and it's big action set piece, the flower booby trap. Like, dude, he shows his skills off as a master of disguise and deception, but we get to see a really cool action scene. Anya gets taken prisoner. He comes back to rescue her, sure, but it's that flower thing that I was like, oh shit, people know some stuff. And not only did they put it out there and oh, he's using it to hide. No, they put in, dude, don't shoot. If you shoot, this whole place will go up, which is why that's the main reason he did. Sure, it gives him cover, but it made sure no one would shoot a gun. It just tickled my Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
It tickled my inner Dr. Stone a bit. Science. I know that one. all of the action scenes I thought were wonderfully animated, from like the house break in to this rescue.
That was one of the best.
Really impressed
when he comes into the home and the two guys are waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. And then even the great classic sort of spy thing of, you see how it ends, but you were wrong. That's not how it ended. And, you know, he's disguised himself. And I love stuff like, you know, I like Lupin and, you know, stuff like that. So this was giving me a lot of those vibes, especially the music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like the character designs are great. A lot of them feel like they've had a lot of, thought put into them. And I know not all. I've heard people admit to, I took a paycheck, but you know, I know most people do put a lot of time and effort into them, but everyone is so expressive in this. We talk often about shows like Mieruko-chan and its animation, or Mushoku Tensei's animation. Here, I was just really impressed with how clean everything looked, how detailed everything was, and really, like, even putting the when Twilight gets tired towards the end, they did a good job. They didn't just go with you know, the white eyes and, you know, smoky stuff coming off the head. They drew tiredness, and I don't know, man. I'm feeling good about the animation for this.
Yeah, even little details like the scene where he's having the dinner with the woman that he's going to break up with. There was a lot of the movements, the way he spoke, you know, it was all very well done. It made me feel like I was watching a spy thriller. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, this is that. It was one of the reasons I was excited about this series, is we hadn't done anything like that on here. And I'm like, okay, let's check it out. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised, because I thought it was going to be a little more, and I mean, it still could, but you know, I know there was a little kid in it, and I was like, we'll see how that plays. But so far, the direction of that, I'm like, okay, that's neat.
I could do it. I could spend 23 episodes here, you know?
Yeah.
25 episodes. My goodness, man. Woo. And we got all those other ones we're watching as well. You know, you mentioned a little bit of concern about the comedy. I think I already mentioned about liking some of the darker twists on it. And I feel like when mommy comes into the equation, it could get a lot darker. One of the advertisement pictures for this show out of the trailers is the family sitting there, Anya between the mom and dad, and she's got a pile of bodies under her chair and on her side of the table, and he's got like masks and weapons and spy stuff.
People died in this episode.
Exactly, dude.
We're shot in the face.
Straight up shoots him with a pistol with a silencer.
Absolutely. So and I was actually, when that particular moment happened, I was like, okay, so this is not going to be one of those shows that it's all, you know, Looney Tunes, you know, and that we don't ever have like death. It's like, no, this is, they're going to,
people can die.
Yeah.
At this point, Brian, do you have any real concerns about the show? I mean, it's only one episode in, but there have been shows where just from the first episode, it wasn't necessarily 100% no, but you were like, I don't know if it'll make it past 3. I'm already seeing it going to be hard to screw it up, at least early on.
Yeah, I agree. And truly, we'll see after the second episode. The whole cast isn't there yet. You know, we're still waiting on the third lead. So, yeah, just this episode alone, I'm on board.
Definitely. Anything else to say about Spy Family, man? Episode 1, Mission 1.
Mission. I like
Mission
that.
1. I do.
I like that it was called Mission 1. Yeah.
I dig it whenever whenever anyone throws in little things like that, calling episodes chapters is something that Disney's been doing with the Mandalorian stuff, which is cool versus episodes. Mission here is really, really key. I really like that. Yeah, guys, let us know. We'll be grading maybe we'll do the first half. We'll grade the first half and grade the second half later when that comes out. But let us know what you guys thought about it in the comments. Do you agree with our take on things so far? I saw one person on Twitter. This has been one of the most anticipated anime for the spring season, and that includes even some of the sequel seasons that are out there. People have been waiting on this, and I saw one person that, in their opinion, they said that the manga screws the pooch. It doesn't fully realize its story or whatever. That's very subjective. Most people seem to be very, very happy, and I've seen some artwork with where the manga matches the anime, like the ending scene. Here's something I know you and I both did plenty of times whenever he was home, crawl onto the couch and hang out with sleeping dad when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like that was an adorable moment, and that shot, like her, curled up under his arm sleeping, that's straight from the manga, which I really, really liked. I'm excited, man. It's like we're gonna get this family slice of life anime. She like peanuts and shit. I'm sure mom's gonna want to go shopping and stuff, and then we're gonna have death and mayhem all around them. I'm excited for it. Anyways, let's wrap up the show, guys. Check out LRMonline.com right here. Don't worry about the weird colors; those are mine from the dark theme that I'm using for Chrome. Every day for all your entertainment news needs and opinions. We've got interviews, news aggregation, taking things from all over, the big trades and whatnot, rumors, reviews. We occasionally get some scoops, and so it's great to subscribe here and follow the page, follow us on Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, find it all there. All of our podcasts are available wherever you get your podcasts from. The Anime-Versal Reviews podcast, of course, doing anime. The Cantina does all the Star Wars news, and we'll be reviewing Obi-Wan. Thank you, Brian. I had to do 2 reactions today, emotional ones at that. My brain's kind of fried. And then Marvel Multiverse Mayhem, we're doing Moon Knight, of course, Breaking Geek. They do a little bit of everything. All of that available here on the Genreverse YouTube channel. Hit that red subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified. In addition to all the podcasts, I do trailer reviews as part of our genre shots and whatever else I feel like doing. So yeah, please do subscribe. Check that out. Brian does YouTube himself, and Brian, tell him about your channel.
Yeah, it's called PulpMythos, and talk about all kind of different shows. Currently doing Snowfall, Big Sky, and I'll be doing Barry later this month.
What is Barry?
Dude, Barry. It's on HBO. It's about a guy he's a military vet. He's an assassin, and one of his jobs involves tracking down a student at a acting school. Long story short, he ends up becoming, in the daytime, he's studying acting, and then in the night, he's like an assassin. It's a comedy, but it's a dark comedy. Yeah.
So kind of like what we're in,
yeah.
But more dark.
I think you would dig it. Yeah, it's on
really?
It's on HBO. Season 1 and 2 are up, and 3 starts later this month.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll have to give it a look. Oh my god! Anyways. My screen is so bright that I get washed out whenever yeah. Anyways, so I keep up a browser that's just on the home page, so it's darkened. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening this week. A lot of fun. Yeah, we'll talk to you next time.